Let's see. Okay, looks good. See how the audio sounds. All right, let me make sure everything is up and running. Videos. Okay. All right. Let's get this thing going. All right, we got 3 people in here. All right, welcome to the live stream. Thank you all for joining. We're getting some people in here now. Look at my boy. What's up, Chris? Thanks for joining the live stream. I'll have I have my phone so I can look at the questions in the chat box, and then also I have some questions from you all from Instagram that you guys have asked. Give it a couple more minutes. See if we can get some more people in here, and then we'll get this thing rolling. How's everyone's day going? It's weird doing it live. All right, let's see. Let's go with my questions. Let's see here. All right, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, we got about 20 questions from people on Instagram that we'll ask. All right, one more person joined. Hey, somebody in the chat, tell me how does the audio sound? Can you guys hear me okay? What's up, Jared? Stellar. All right, good. That means my mic's working. All right. Let's get this thing kicked off. What's up, sis? Thank you. Glad the audio sounds good. Let's do this. Okay. All right, cool. All right, audio sounds good. All right, so let's see. All right, so I asked a bunch of you all, give me some questions to ask, in general about me or the Type R. So one of the first questions we have is from Mr. Tucky Tuckers. I know you're on Instagram, so you like a lot of my posts. I appreciate that. He asked, doesn't those 20s rubber band tires give you an annoying ride? I wouldn't say they give me a annoying ride. I would say it's more sketchy since it's such a low profile tire. And yeah, if you hit a pothole, you're more than likely going to, curb and bend your rim. So good question, but to me, they ride fine. And the roads around here in Florida where I live aren't too terrible. All right, Biggie's Type R asked, when are you getting rims? I plan on getting rims hopefully by the beginning of summer, if not by the end. And I'm not 100% sure yet on exactly what rims I'm going to get. Yeah, it is a big screen. But yeah, goal is to, like I said, before summer or the end of summer. Good question. Is the Type R worth the money compared to the SI? All right, so I get asked this question a lot. The Type R is in a whole different ball. It's a whole different ball game when it comes to talking about a car and performance and all that stuff. The SI, for what it was an awesome car. Me being full bolt-ons, big turbo, etc., tuned by D-Rob. That was a fast car. I really wish I could have got flex fuel on it and seen the numbers and the power from an E85. So the SI itself, that was a lot of fun. And I always knew that the day I got the SI, I knew that the end goal was going to be one day I will have a Type R. And thankfully, I was able to make it happen. Like I said, the SI was a lot of fun. Power-wise, yeah, I mean, it's a little 1.5. But it's still impressive to say the least. So, of course, we were full bolt-ons, PRL, MA performance, exhaust, tuned by D-Rob, K-tuner. Yeah, that was awesome. But the Type R itself, just from the minute that you sit down in the seat, everything about that car is awesome. the 2020 and on. The generation, they changed a few things on it, so that was cool. They did different stuff with the brakes, suspension, all this. Anyway, so just the moment that I sat down in the driver's seat to drive it off the lot, I was like instantly like all giggly, like a little kid. Such a cool car to drive. And now that I've got some seat time behind it, the car's got a little over 3,000 miles on it and a few performance mods. The car is an absolute blast to drive. Got a lot of cool things coming for it. As you know, we just did the AWE exhaust. And yeah, it is very loud, and there's drone. So I knew that was going to happen, but nonetheless, you can swap out the muffler in the rear to get the track one to actually have mufflers back there because there is currently none. There's only one muffler in like the midsection. So with that being said, I'm going to film a exhaust review video this weekend and hopefully have it out to you all by Sunday, like a normal time by noon. All right, so can you confirm same or similar changes to the 2020 SI? Good question, Jake. I cannot confirm that. I'm not 100% sure. And based off of what I've seen, the 11th gen Hondas are going to be a lot different design. I don't know what they're going for. For example, the rods being stronger on the Type R. Yeah, the rods are definitely stronger. All right, next question we have is from Jackson 1. What's your favorite flavor of Gatorade? I have to say, it's a funny question, blue ice. James 321 asks, how are your Suma side markers holding up? Perfectly fine. I get a lot of people ask me about fitment issues. Mine are fine. Some people have gaps, some people don't. Mine are perfectly fine. All right, next question, and then I'll get to the chat. All right, Dr. Seuss's meme star. Do you think you'll someday trade in the Type R for another car? Maybe, maybe not. I would love to hold on to that car, but I don't know if that car is forever. But good question nonetheless. What wheels and exhaust are you going with? So this was obviously asked prior to this. So obviously, I have a few wheels in mind. Something lighter, maybe something forged. And then, of course, I got the AWE track exhaust. Voodoo 5.2, good question. All right, let's see. Bo Kennedy 20. Should I buy a 2021 Honda Civic Sport? There's a great car, going to be great on gas mods to it. Very. How fast have you driven in? I'm going to guess 120. Yeah, I've gone a little over 120. All right, so we got some more questions from Instagram. How much rice can that thing burn? All of it. All right. Let's see. Stock Type R or full bolt-ons and Tune SI. Definitely. This was asked by 619 FK7. Definitely stock Type R. I don't really know what a stock Type R would do to a full bolt-on SI, being whether it's a sedan or a hatch, or excuse me, the coupe. I don't know. That would be very interesting to see. Okay, let's see. We have another question from Kaha2639. What is the biggest ticket you've gotten? Knock on wood. Never gotten a ticket. I'm actually a pretty solid and safe driver. All right, here's a big question. Esco.Naz asked K-Tuner or Hondata. So we have a lot of things coming. What's up, Zach? So he asked K-Tuner or Hondata. So in the past on the 10th Gen SI, we ran the K-Tuner, and then we currently have K-Tuner on the Type R now. So let's just say some things are going to be changing for my power goals and for the better. So yeah, that video is going to come out about that soon. Somebody asked, are LED 8Ks to fit on your car for your headlights? I have no idea. Was notified on this live chat. Pardon me if this is not a Q&A, the technical questions, but does the 2021 SI Coupe US dealer come with working fog lights? I would imagine they come with working fog lights. I don't see why they wouldn't. It's weird. Go Hondata. Felix, why should I go Hondata? Thoughts on the MA performance exhaust? So actually, funny story. So I don't know if Cameron Hill's in this live stream or not, but The minute that I saw that MA Performance came out with their own street style exhaust, I went straight to their channel and straight to their YouTube channel and their Instagram page. And I was like, yo, Cameron, check out this exhaust. And from the looks of it, MA Performance makes awesome products when it comes to that department. And I'm excited to see Cameron. I know he's going to get that MA Performance exhaust, so I'm excited to see what's going to sound like. I'm pretty sure they're going to come out with 2 versions, just like everybody else does, a street one and then a track one, whether they call it street or track or however they decide. So I'm excited to see how that sounds. And Cameron was originally going to get the AWE, but there's probably a pretty good reason why he is now getting the MA Performance exhaust. No flex fuel support. All right, so that is one of the biggest downfalls about K-Tuner is there's no flex fuel support currently for K-Tuner. And I have flex fuel sitting in the garage, or the kit from PRL. Hint, that's going to be another install video coming soon. Jake, you may have a fuel issue. No traction control. Yes, that's another big thing. Yeah, and then plus I would love the option to be able to start up in R mode, which, Honda does offer that. So, hey, Dad, what's going on? That's a good question. So, dyno test. I would love to be able to get on a dyno pre-flex fuel and just compare numbers. I really wish I could have done a base pull before the car was even modified and got some dyno time, see what the car could have done with just bolt-ons, and then run the off-the-shelf map, see what it'll do, and then, obviously do like the flex fuel corn. That would be cool. The Sirimoto kit is good. Oh, for flex fuel? Yeah. I have the PRL one already, so it's just sitting in the garage in a box. It's been sitting there for, about a month or so. Maybe even a little bit longer than that. All right, what other questions do you all have? And by the way, thank you all for stopping in. I'm thinking about doing these maybe once a month, maybe twice a month. I don't know. You guys comment down below or in the chat. Let me know if you would like to do this, once or twice a month. Just a way for me to be able to engage with you all more. All right, let's see, what other questions do we have? What are your opinions on the 27 one intake versus PRL? All right, so I'm going to sound a little biased here. Of course, I'm going to rock with my boys from PRL. Honestly, I think at that point it comes down to a preference. But, PRL makes a great product anyways. And I've been rocking them since many of y'all probably don't even know, since I had the 9th gen. So I don't really have anything to say about the 271 intake. But if it's me, and I, of course, if I were to persuade somebody one over the other, it would be PRL all day, every day. And of course, you get all the performance mods done, and then you need to do the Acuity shifter bushings along with their stage 3 shifter. Definitely changes the entire dynamic of how the car drives and feels. It's amazing. Any parts currently installed you wish you would have gone something different? Not at all. So of course, you guys know full bolt-on, PRL, high volume intake, downpipe, AWE, front pipe, exhaust. Then of course, like I just mentioned, we have the Acuity shifter bushings, stage 3 shifter. What else? Performance. I think it's pretty much. And then of course, K-Tuner off the shelf 93 map. So it's pretty. It's a fun car. So now, like I said, there's no parts that I wish I would have gone with a different company. Oh, and of course, I have I don't know why I didn't think of it, the PRL intercooler with charge pipes. And of course, we got the black intercooler with the red R. Thank you, Zach, for that. And he did an amazing job with the Cerakote on the downpipe. That was freaking awesome. And then he also Cerakoted the titanium turbo inlet pipe, which is freaking amazing. I really wish I could have, got a temp gun and looked at the temperatures of it, pre-coating to see how hot it gets, and then how long it takes for the pipe to actually cool down to where you can touch it with your bare hand. All right, so what other questions do y'all have? I miss your SI. I'm debating on getting the PRO big turbo for the SI. How do you like it? Was there things on the big PRO turbo kit you did not like? I'm gonna be honest with you. I miss the SI too. I really wish I could have pushed the platform a bit more to see what I could have done with flex fuel and the big turbo kit. So Debating on getting the big turbo for this. I 100% recommend getting the big turbo kit. Yeah, it's amazing. Was there things on the PR turbo you didn't like? So at the time that I got the turbo, they didn't have the electronic wastegate. It was all done, with a manual boost controller. So I wish it'd been because under the hood you literally just plus or minus to turn it up. So I really wish it could have been done electronically. So that's the only other thing different now. All that stuff is electronically done. So, all right, what other questions? What strut bar is worth it? If so, which one is the best? Yeah, strut bars were definitely worth it. Depends on what your needs are for the car, what you plan on doing with it. I did the IBOC front and rear. There's a lot of debates about what the front one will do and what the rear one will do, and then the upper strut tower bar. I can't say I felt a huge difference with the upper tower strut bar. It was more to me like aesthetic, but yeah, like I said, you got to figure out what your goals are going to be for the car. Good question. And the guy that I sold the SI to absolutely loves that car. I've talked to him a few times since then. Unfortunately, he did have the transmission lockout in on him in reverse several months down the road. I have no idea why that happened. That was very unfortunate, but there was nothing I could do at that point. All right, Jake, let's see. I plan on installing the PRL cold air intake here really soon, as well as the intercooler on my 2020 Civic SI before the summer heat kicks in. Question for you is what is the main difference between race versus street? Okay, so good question. So the race MAF and the street are two different MAF housing that if you get the race version, you are going to need a tune. You can get that off-the-shelf tune. Jake, who are you going to be running, K-Tune or Honda? They'll have a off-the-shelf. They should have an off-the-shelf map to be able to run the race MAF sensor. But if I had to choose one, definitely get the race MAF sensor or the race version. The more air, the better for it to read. Good question, Jake. Oh, look at that. It's a nice little logo. Oh, nice little logo again. Yeah, performance-wise, yep. Any new merch in the works? Glad you asked. Yes. Currently working with a good friend. If you're still watching, we are working on building a store now. We have a couple different renderings of what we want to be able to offer and sell. And I haven't really told anybody this, but maybe one day, sales are great. I would love to be able to give away the Type R and purchase of a, raffle, like every dollar spent is an entry in. Nobody knows that yet, but yeah, I'm going to be launching merch. I'll have merch for sale. Hopefully my goal is at the beginning of the summer. There's a lot of stuff that goes on with that. And then, printing labels and return. We got to figure out, but we have a lot of things in the works when it comes to that. And then of course, the logo will always be for sale. I'll have the decals that'll be easy to sell. And then maybe a pocket t-shirt like this. This is just an example to see how it works. And I like to do a hat, jet tags, all kind of stuff. There's just a lot of unknowns until I actually launch the site and actually do the sales. Good question there. All right, what other questions we got? Going on 20 minutes live. Oh, what other content would you guys like to see with the R? I think a lot of people forget about. I have a Duramax too. I actually love that truck. We still got 9 people in here. Ask some questions. Oh, let's see. I think I ran through a majority of these questions. I have some more about Facebook. Let's see. Let me go to my page real quick. How's the weather where you guys are at? It's been raining all day and really overcast. Kind of a bummer for a Friday. Would love some POV focus on the dash. All right. What if I told you the exhaust video is going to be filmed probably about 85, maybe 90, 95% POV? I'm going to try it out for the first time. You find it active. Okay. Yeah. So I think a lot of people would like to see POV. So like I said, the exhaust video is going to be POV. Okay, how you feel about bags? I've seen them on SI. I haven't ever seen it done on the Type R video wise. Yeah, I actually, the company AccuAir, I was actually going to run their system on the SI. It'd be my first bag project. But I think Air's awesome, but there's always a reason why they went out of business. They were a great company. I really don't know what happened. Ken said Duramax off-roading POV videos. Okay, I could do that. I could figure something out how to do that. But yeah, POV. I'm gonna start doing a little bit more of the POV videos. I know people love that stuff. Gloomy and a bit chilly here in Chicago. When you say chilly, how cold are we talking? It's 70 degrees out here in Florida. Just a crappy, muggy, hot, rainy day. So my sister asked, "Am I going to show my rides off to my?" Oh, you guys need to come here to Florida for sure, and Titus more than I'll show him more than we'll go for a ride. Cruise. Are you gonna let's see 60 degrees? Okay, 60 degrees is not that cold, but still it's not 70. Gonna wrap it. I thought about wrapping the Type R. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how well wrap would stay, or because the car is ceramic coated, so I don't know how hard or how easy. I don't know how it would react to it. If it would stick right or not. But I'm gonna tell you what. Having the SI completely vinyl wrapped, when I had to take that stuff off, that was not fun at all. For example, I noticed when water withdrawal RPM shoot up and then drop, but in the same gear. I think it is because of the turbo. Yeah, more than likely, I'd say so. Or are you currently tuned? I couldn't remember. Are you running any kind of tune, Jake? If anything, maybe I'll roof wrap the R black. I think that'd be nice. I think the chat's a little bit behind. What else we got question wise? Stop just using John B. Vega. I don't know. What is that, Jake? Using John B. Vega. Oh, yeah, Faribault tune. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, email your tuner and ask him what's up. Super easy. I have a 2017 EXT CVT coupe. I want to make it a bit louder, but nothing crazy. How would you recommend on doing that? You can always start off with doing in the mid section. I think you have a muffler there. You can delete that, drive it around for a couple hundred miles, see how you like it. And if not, I fully deleted mine. And I don't recommend that. It was kind of obnoxious and very loud. Yeah, Jake, I would definitely ask your tuner about that. I don't know. Sounds like maybe some decel stuff. Wide open throttle. Yep, no problem. Good question. I am excited though to get some wheels for the Type R. Bigger Turkey in the R, maybe, not maybe, 100% going to happen. And I'm going to go with the PRL Big Turbo for sure. Just want to get done with the flex fuel, get my tuning platform situated, and then we're definitely going to throw a big turbo in it and push those upper 400 numbers. What else? What other questions? Drop a like on the video, of course. Subscribe, share the stream. Tell your moms, your brothers, your sisters, your family members. I really would like to go back up to to Pennsylvania, to the PRL headquarters and see their new shop, and then buy the turbo and have it installed there, or have me do it, whatever. I think that'd be cool. So, been having some talks about it. Don't know if it's going to happen just yet, but that would be cool to make a journey back up there. All those people were freaking awesome up there. Truly a cool company. Patrick, the owner, is an awesome guy too. Everybody that works there was just super down to earth and super cool. And of course, Chad let me stay at his place and crash. So that was awesome. Yeah, that would be cool. All right, what other questions we got? Doesn't have to be car related, it can be anything. Did you guys know that I was going to go with the AWE exhaust? I think it was pretty apparent that I was going to get that. Finally got the tips put them on yesterday or the day before yesterday. I absolutely love the way they look. I coated them myself, so hopefully it'll be easy to wash off. All right, give me some other questions. Actually, let me know down in the comment section, what all do you currently drive? Doesn't have to be a Honda or anything. My very first car was a Toyota Corolla, and of course I could not keep that stock. Wasn't a Type S though. And if I had to calculate, I'm probably on I don't even want to calculate how many cars I've been on. All right, Zachary Scott, have you had any issues with the pump? No, I haven't. And to be honest with you, I don't really notice it. The sound symposium, I think that's what it's called. It doesn't really make a noise to me until you put it in R mode. Then you can really hear it through the audio. And I've heard there's a bunch of ways to be able to disable it, but it's really not that big of a deal to me. Good question. Honda CRV and a Buick Enclave. Family life. Yeah, I hear you. CRVs are cool. The new 2020s are cool. Oh, one of the things that I want to talk about is the lane keep assist and the adaptive cruise control. That's a really cool option. You can literally take your hands off the wheel for 10 seconds, and the Type R will keep you in the middle of the road. It's really weird. It freaked me out the first time I done it. You literally hands off, car will keep you in between the lanes, and then drive. I thought that was really cool. You drive 2017. So cool, awesome. All right, correct me if I'm wrong, but concerning VTEC on the Type R is mainly for exhaust purposes rather than for more power, as it seems in places. The way older VTEC works. So VTEC's really kind of weird when it comes to the R. I don't remember what RPM range that it comes on, but you can definitely know once it hits that RPM range, it opens up and it just, even with it now with the exhaust, it's even crazier and a lot louder. Yeah, it'll say steering required, but how long? I really don't know. I've never tested. I don't know how long it'll let you after it says steering required before you have to put your hand back on the wheel. I mean, you could literally just barely touch it. I think as long as there feels some pressure or some feedback from the steering wheel, the lane keep will keep you in the middle. That's a really cool feature. Let's see. All right, what other questions we got? 10 seconds, just a touch. Yep, that was a really cool feature. The roadside mitigation departure, I have that turned off because I don't like it beeping. Let's see, what else? The braking, I don't know. I feel like sometimes the braking is off a little bit. It wants you to brake, and then the car will brake for you. I think you can turn that on or off. I can't remember. First car was a 2012 LX, and then a 2015 SI, now a 2020 Type R. Nice. Lopez, what color Type R do you have? I was always considering, obviously, the Sonic Gray Pearl, the Boost Blue, and then the red. And I wrote out the red, and then it took me over 3 months plus to land a Type R. And then the blue one was a little bit further. I was going to have to fly out and then drive it back. And then I was able to locate one. I think it was 2 hours from here, maybe 2.5 hours, and I got it at MSRP, so I couldn't. The search was over. I knew this was going to be it. Then I was just 100% sold on the Sonic Gray Pearl. I haven't seen the Boost Blue in person. I'd love to see that color in person. All the photos I've seen of it just looks amazing. But I'm definitely glad I got the Sonic Gray Pearl SGP gang. Yeah, I've had my Type R slam on the brakes also. It's absolutely terrifying sometimes. Yeah, it's definitely overly excited. SGP gang, nice. 3915. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know my badge number off the top of my head. Probably should. I know a lot of people, they always talk about what their badge numbers are. It doesn't really mean anything to me. Let's see. Oh, wow. Yeah, I would love to see the Phoenix Yellow, the Type R LE. I think the wheels they have on that are pretty cool, too. Nobody around here in this part of Florida has the Type R LE. Yeah, there's no way I'd even consider buying one with how crazy people mark those up. Cool color to say, nonetheless. What other questions or comments? You want any 74,000 out the door? Yeah, it's way too much. There's no way I would pay that much for a Type R. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. You want to say hi? Come on. Millie, come here. She's more interested in your food. Come here. What else we got? Yeah, 4,000 too much. Would you ever go to H? Yeah, I would love to. There's a couple of big car shows that are coming up. I think there's one coming up in Destin that I'm going to go to. I can't remember what it's called. Oh, I think it may be Slammed Enough. Definitely going to try to go out to that car show and do a vlog of it. All right, everybody, leave a like for Millie. Millie says hello. Okay, it's enough looking. All right, what other questions or comments do you have? Sorry, my dog's naked right now. That's funny. Yeah, Millie's. I can't even remember how it's spelled, to be honest with you. That's funny that they call you Millie too. How many miles do you average per gas tank? That's a good question. I think I get about, I don't know, 300 or so. I don't know the capacity of the fuel tank, but I will say I get maybe 24 to 25 miles per gallon. It may be a little less or a little more. Not 100% sure. 93. Actually, how much is 93 gas where y'all live? How much is gas in general? Gas is just going up through the roof here, and so is diesel. Super unfortunate, but it is what it is. I think 93 here is about 340 something, maybe 350. I just love meeting other dogs named Jake. Like, how do you take that? Hey, my dog name is Jake. Jake, meet Jake. What'd you say, Dad? Would or? Oh, I think that was a typo. 91 here is 489. Cali, man, yeah, that's expensive. You guys don't have 93 out there in Cali, right? Yep, stuck with 91, so having to add that E85 splash. Yeah, bring that octane up a little bit. E85, we don't have any E85 stations here, so there's a guy who has like a couple hundred gallons at his house. He like makes a run to Alabama and buys a couple hundred gallons of it at a time, so you can go buy it from him for a little over $4 and some change a gallon. So it's not too bad. I got some in the garage stored, waiting on to get the flex fuel kit installed. All right, let's see. I think the chat's a little behind. Oh, good question there. The ambulance is still in the works. I'm going to be hopefully making a video about it Sunday. Samuel has finished rebuilding the turbo because we had to rebuild. We had to get a new kit. He bought some cheaper parts, and we were blowing too much oil by. So we are going. He got all that rebuilt, put together. He says the ambulance runs fantastic. We're going to take it off the jack stands if it's not already on Sunday. And we're going to take it down the road, and we'll do a vlog, and we'll try to do some POV style shooting for it. So now that the motor's done, he's got the intake done, the PCV crankcase is done. We got to do the EGT probe for the exhaust temp, and then we have to do. He's already got his tunes on, got all that situated, and then we'll start gutting out the inside, wiring it, getting all the wires out. There's a lot of big plans for that. We are going to do solar. The whole entire roof's going to be solar. We got to fix a little bit of the back bumper. He wants to change out the front part of the cab to a newer one. There's a little bit of rust on it. There's a lot of big things coming for the ambulance. It just takes time, And us being active duty, we're not always able to work on it on weekends. So the ambulance is coming along. I can't wait to get back out there and work on it. Let me scroll. So good question. Thank you, Lopez, for the ambulance question. 93 is 330 here. That's not bad. The crossover to Kentucky and it's 10 cents slower. What's your horsepower goal on the Type R? Definitely going to be 400 plus on E85. Not sure on a magical number that I want, but definitely want that over 400 horsepower. I think it's definitely achievable. 420, maybe a little more. Just depends on how much I want to push it, but still be reliable and safe. So my dad asked, would you wrap the whole car again, consider stripes? Definitely not going to do red stripes. Yeah, I may wrap the roof black. That's about it. And then add some more carbon fiber accent pieces, spoiler, mirror caps. I'd like to get as much carbon options as I can on it. All right, let's see. What other content would you like to see for the R or the truck? Like I said, a lot of cool stuff's coming for the ambulance build. There's a lot of cool ambulance builds that are out there on YouTube now that we've watched and followed. It's going to be very, very, very interesting to see how this is going to turn out. Can't wait to actually get it all done, and then we'll be able to go camping. Do you think at this point in time the SI can outrun the Type R considering the edge it has in available bolt-ons? No, definitely not. I mean, just even, no, you still have a few bolt-ons in the Type R's. Definitely going to outrun the SI. Both great cars, though. I've owned them both, so, but Type R is definitely where it's at. Cool. Get one up here? All right, then. Yeah, it's definitely definitely be exciting to see full bolt-on SI versus a full bolt-on Type R, both on pump 93. That'd be definitely interesting. What other questions or comments you have? If you haven't already, make sure you are subscribed. Leave this video a big like, or drop a like in this video, I should say, because we're live. We're not playing right now. What do you guys think about the ambulance build? Does that have your guys' interest? I'm definitely very intrigued by it. I think the comment section is fine. Let's see. Here's a question. How long have you all been subscribed for? What was the actual subscriber count, if you can remember, whenever you subscribed? I know a lot of people, because YouTube lets you, if you share how long you've been subscribed for, and there's several people that have been subscribed for 3 years. Some have been 5, which is just crazy to me. We're coming on like 40 minutes on the live. Maybe 10 more minutes, and then we'll sign off of here. So go ahead and ask all your questions away. Be sure to answer them. Let's see. How's the turbo lag on the Type R factory? It's all right. It's not the worst, but I can tell you just from throwing on the high volume intake, it was a huge difference. And just the way it spools up. And then of course you get all those awesome sounds with the high volume intake. Thank you for being a subscriber for 4 years. That's awesome. I appreciate that. I can remember when this all started with my, I think I just got back from overseas and I got the 9-gen SI, and then I did the PRL cold air intake, their down pipe, front pipe. I did every option they had on that car. And at the time I had, on the 9-gen, I had the Honda and I had the Skunk 2 Mega Power RR exhaust. Insanely freaking loud exhaust. And I really wanted the big turbo, that car. But at the time, $4 or $5 grand on the PRO big turbo kit was not in the budget. It definitely would have been cool to see that car big turbo. I've seen a bunch of big turbo 9-gens, just never had the chance to ride in them. But nonetheless, I think it would have been cool to been able to do, but I wasn't able to do it. I'm wondering if there will ever be someone out there that would install 2 tools to a leg. I'm sure there is. Somebody would definitely do it. I don't even know what the actual highest horsepower Type R is. Like over 500, 600. I don't even know. Jake, you've been killing it with the questions, man. I appreciate it. It's hard for me to get up here and talk when there's not a bunch of questions. Let's see. The QD twin turbo R. Yeah, it'd be funny. I never even noticed this option. Do you guys have an option to click show your support for my channel? I've never noticed that option. That's weird. No, man, you're definitely not annoying at all. This is literally just my time to get back to you all. So, and plus, I do appreciate you all stopping in. It's awesome. And it's Friday, so I know most people are probably out doing stuff. And I don't know what time zone you're all in. So, it's, going on almost 6 o'clock here, so it's almost time to get dinner started. But yeah, I have never noticed that before. Show your support. You can donate money through this. Anyways, all right. 40 minutes. I'm going to stop this right about 50 minutes. So any other questions, comments, concerns, shoot them down. We'll get them out. Or not get them out, but we'll get them answered. But just based off of this live stream, you guys want more POV videos, and I can definitely make that happen. I just got a GoPro hat. You can mount your GoPro on the hat, and then I got a head strap mount. I think it'll definitely change the flavor up a little bit on the channel. What else we got? Jake, I know you got something else. Dad, Mom, anybody? I hope y'all can't hear my computer fan. Races maybe? It's not really my scene. I don't really want to do that. I know a lot of people ask me all the time if I would do that, and just not my thing. Plus, I don't want to risk getting a ticket or getting in trouble. Not my scene. I'll leave that one up to Cameron Hill. I have a 2019 Type R. Is the 2020 worth it? Yeah. I purposely waited for the next gen to come out on the 2020 Type R. I mean, there's subtle different upgrades, but they obviously listened from 2017 to 2019 and then implemented different stuff into the 2020. I drove a 2019, and then a lot of people actually no, I drove a 2019 and a 2017 Type R way back in the day, and yeah, there was a lot of changes that were made. And to me, I mean, is it worth it to sell your current Gen R, like whether it's a 2017 or 2019? If you could break even or make money and then get a 2020 or above Type R at MSRP, 100% worth it. I would do it. But I definitely wouldn't put yourself in a financial spot to where you go upside down on the current R you have. But I've had a lot of people tell me that Carvana is paying a lot of money right now for Type Rs, which is crazy. I should see how much they'll give me for mine, just for fun. How much did you put down on the Type R, and also did you get a loan? Yeah, of course I got a loan. I didn't pay for that thing cash. I think I put down a little over 10 grand on the Type R. So yeah, I bought it at MSRP. I can't remember. It was a little over 10 grand, maybe a little more than 10. And then a lot of people ask me what my payments are. The payments for the R are literally $500 flat. So that's exactly where I wanted to be. How do you feel about the next generation of Hondas? Good question. I'm excited and scared at the same time. I don't know what direction they're trying to go in as far as eco-friendly design of it, the rear end of the car. I don't know. There's a lot of speculations and stuff, but I'm excited nonetheless. But I think it's going to be when I make the switch. I don't know. Just depends on the specs and how much different they're going to be from the current generation of the R. I won't go back down to the SI, but I would be curious to see what they change for the Type R. As the appearance of it's probably going to be the front end is going to be changed a lot, the hood and the rear. Motor wise, probably going to be the same motor, maybe a little different suspension, maybe a little bit different with the brakes. Who knows? Sorry for linking. I don't see no link. Plan on any body work to the R? No, as much as I would like to, I'm gonna leave it the same. I'm actually on the fence about lowering the car. If I get 18s with some fat, R888s or Pilot Sport 4Ss, or so, I don't know what time I'm gonna run. We'll see how the fitment looks. But ideally, I would like to drop the car an inch, but I don't know yet. I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. Is your next major upgrade going to be the wheels and tires, and what size and brand are you thinking about going? No, the next major upgrade, yeah, maybe wheels and tires. Like I said, I still want to outfit the car in some carbon stuff. I want to get that aesthetically done first. And then, yeah, I'm definitely going to go with 18s, R888. I don't know what size tire. I do want to put a nice, fat, meaty tire on there. And I don't know what wheels I'm going to go with just yet. I have a few in mind, and I know a good powder coater, so we can definitely make some magic happen when it comes to the wheel setup and the way the wheels look. How much water is she drinking a day? It's funny. A gallon at least every day. So yeah, at least 4 or 5, maybe 6 of these a day. 265s if lowered. Okay. Definitely. What brand do you recommend? Oh, hey Tucker. Why not just go Torque Toolbox? It looks solid. Yeah, Jonathan. Jonathan's a cool dude. I've had several phone calls with him. Awesome setup. I just don't want to go the same route that everybody goes, and want to be different. But I may definitely go with his tire setup for sure. AJ asked Torres and Cam collab. Sure, I'm down. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind doing a live feed with him. We need to set that up. I need to shoot him a DM and see if he's interested in us going on Instagram Live together. Concerning which one to really get. The new mod will add 400 horsepower to your car. I don't know. How big is the TV screen behind me? It's only 120 inches. I know it's cut off, but it literally almost goes to the ceiling. It's 120 inch TV. I love it. Yeah, we definitely do. I wish Cam lived a little bit closer, man. I wish Cam lived a little bit closer. Jonathan Wright. There's all kind of different people. Chris Lopez, I would love to film and make a video with, but yeah, you guys need to DM Cameron and tell him we need to do an Instagram live video together. I'll send him one as well, and we'll try to work something out where we can go live together. That would be super cool. And cool fun fact. And I don't know if most of you all are following Cameron or subscribe to him as well, but we're both in the Air Force, so I think that was super cool. I had no idea until maybe about a month ago that he was in the Air Force. Come on out here, they keep see the cam. I don't know, man. California is an expensive place, man. I don't know if I could afford my lifestyle out there. Plan on meeting up with him, both near the bay. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Definitely gonna try to do a video with him on Instagram Live. I literally just thought about that as you guys mentioned it. Well, yeah, I know I'm not talking about to live there, but California is a beautiful state. I've been to San Diego. I've been to a couple different parts, and I almost fun fact, almost got stationed there at Vandenberg Air Force Base before here. It was one of the options. Everyone is going to Texas. Who else is going to Texas? Florida's got a bunch of YouTubers in it. I definitely want to make it down to where Cletus McFarland is. That would be super cool. I'd love to go visit the Freedom Factory. But all you guys, if you are subscribed to Cameron, send him a DM right now and say, hey, we need to do a collab, do an Instagram live video with him. Tell him I sent you. Yeah, big companies. What's my FSC? I'm a 3DOX1. Been in the Air Force a little over 7.5 years. Elon Musk, yeah, I had no idea he was going to Texas. I'd imagine he's going to Texas for different tax purposes. I would love to own a Tesla. Actually, I would love to drive one. I've had the opportunity to, but I have a friend that I'm stationed here with that she has one. She's like, hey, if you want to take it to a review video, you're more than welcome to. So I need to take her up on that. Quit being lazy. Morales says, where all have you been stationed? I'm currently at Joint Base Army. Oh, so good question. Thanks for asking. My first tour was in Incirlik Air Base in Turkey. I did 15 months there. And then my next duty station was in Alabama, close to home, a little 3 hours away. I was at Maxwell Air Force Base Gunner, really small base, doesn't even have a flight line. And then now I'm currently stationed here in Florida at Herbert Field. Good question. Joint Base, Lewis McCord. It gets really cold there, doesn't it? HP, Oracle, AUC. I had no idea they were moving to Texas. Have any other military folks in the stream? Mando, what do you do in the Army? Super raining and depressing. Yeah, I've heard that. I definitely wouldn't want to be stationed there, but got to make the best out of every situation. You play COD. I'm not gonna lie. I play a little bit of Fortnite here and there. I was lucky enough to get a PS5. So Navy here, currently stationed at VA. How do you like being stationed at VA? VA is a cool place. I'm a mechanic, fix trucks. Nice. It's definitely cool to see other military members in the stream. What about you, Lopez? What do you do in the Navy? I have a buddy of mine that's just got out of the Navy. He was a sub guy. A lot of funny stories they tells me about being on a submarine. Graphic designer. Oh, cool. That's awesome, Jake. I may need you to design me a new end screen. I've had that one forever. You guys can't hear my computer fan, can you? I hope not. I'm thinking of also covering behind the door. The carbon fiber, carbon zone. Oh, yeah. But yeah, yep. That'd be awesome. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do need to do an end screen. I'd like to get a new one done. Not too shabby, but these roads. So basically, I'm gonna share it for who y'all desk job. Hey, ain't nothing wrong. I tell you what, it doesn't matter what job you have in the military. It all pays on the 1st and the 15th, and depending on your rank, it depends on the pay. There's absolutely nothing wrong with administrative work. Somebody's got to do it. And I tell you what, being in the Air Force, we haven't had during this pandemic, we haven't had to do a PT test in a long time, which is crazy to me. Gyms are just now starting to open back up on base, etc. To us having, I think, 24/7 access to the gym. All right, 5 more minutes, and we'll be at the 1 hour mark, and then I'm going to drop off here in the live stream so I can go eat some dinner. What other questions or comments you have? I see we got 13 people, 10 people liked it so far. Thank you so much for that. Why not be an officer? Make more money if you have a bachelor's. Are you automatically an officer? It used to be like that in the Army. So being an officer was definitely something that I was going to consider, but I'm happy where I'm at. I like the enlisted side, but being an officer does pay more, but you also have a lot more responsibilities, and there's a lot of pros and cons to being enlisted and being an officer. But yeah, I think to be an officer in the Air Force, you have to have at least a minimum of a bachelor's, and then you have to have a bachelor's in something that they're interested in. That's in a career field for them to have for you to become a commissioned officer. All right, Jake, thanks for stopping by. And yeah, I'll check my DMs. What's for dinner? I have no idea. That is a very good question. But I am very hungry. I skipped lunch today. Had some stuff I had to take care of for work and didn't eat. The junior shoulders are the best part of being enlisted. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing wrong with being enlisted. I've got friends both that are obviously enlisted and officers. Like I said, there's pros and cons to each, and then each branch is different when it comes to enlisted and officers and warrant officers. I have a buddy who's a warrant officer. That's a UH-60 pilot that has given me plenty of rides in a Black Hawk. That was pretty cool. Excuse me. All right, 5 minutes left. What else? Oh, comment in the chat section if you think we should do this, something like this once or twice a month. Did you guys find this interesting, fun, cool? Let me know, please. Where would you like to be stationed next, or is this your last stop? I would like to be stationed. I'm going to be honest with you. I love it here. This space is awesome. The mission is awesome. The command is awesome. If I had to go somewhere next, it would probably be Patrick Air Force Base or in MacDill at our SOCOM headquarters. That would be an awesome assignment too. And then I think the car culture or the car scene would be a lot different and probably better. What about you, Lopez? What is your dream assignment? Any issues with gear grind on the 2020? Do you think it has been resolved already? A lot of people ask me about that too. I've had zero issues with gears grinding. Down for it. Okay, cool. One person said they're down for the live streams. I think it's cool to be able to do these live streams. I should probably do them more often, have more open dialogue versus me just talking to a camera, filming and editing. I actually like doing live streams, this type of dialogue. I have about 15 miles to go before I hit 1,000 miles. Man, you need to get out there and drive that thing. Knock on wood, no gear grinding. I don't think you're going to have an issue. Sonic Gray Pearl as well is the best color. I think I was right out the gate when I drove it off the dealership. I was pretty close to being wide open throttle a lot of the time. And of course, it was the road home was a lot back road, so that was a lot of fun. I had it since September 2020. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even know what my 1 year mark is with that car. I think I've already passed it. I don't remember. It was nice. All right, man. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. We'll catch you on the next one. Thank you for your service. No, thank you for your service. All right, we got about 2 minutes, 3 minutes left. Any other questions? It was really nice chatting with you all and just be able to have some dialogue. All right, man. Thanks for stopping by. Take care. Next big project coming. Probably going to be there's a lot. I know you guys aren't really truck subscribers or here for the truck, but I got to do some stuff to the truck. We're going to do tuning. We're going to solve some tuning stuff. Not solve, but we're going to change some tuning stuff. We're going to add some PRL. We're going to add the PRL flex fuel kit. And I got some E85 in the garage, so I'm excited to see. I'm definitely going to block out maybe. I think I'm going to buy like 2 or 3 hours of dyno time and see what the car does with the off-the-shelf tune with these bolt-ons, and then throw some corn in it, and then see what kind of numbers, see what the difference in gain is going from pump gas to E30, maybe E40 blend. So that's going to be the next project, and then we have a lot of stuff coming for the ambulance. There's a lot of stuff that I have in store. It's just a matter of having time, and it gets hard out there to keep on schedule on, giving you guys a video once a week. I used to do more than one a week, and it was just mentally and physically exhausting and draining. It takes a lot of work to edit, film, do thumbnails, all that stuff. So, but I love doing this. It's literally just for fun. It turned into a hobby, and I'm glad that we're almost at the 20K subscriber mark. So I'm very fortunate and happy to have almost 20K. If I'd look back, and I would have never thought this would be what it is today. But just to backtrack, good question, Edwin Pina. All right, what else we got? Take a few more questions, then I'm going to dip off of here and figure out what I'm going to eat for supper. Nice. Looking forward to the content. No rush. Just take your time and enjoy the car, brother. Absolutely, man. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then I think I don't know if you were here earlier, but we are going to be doing. We're going to change up the filming style a little bit. We're going to do a little bit of POV and see how that does. It's just going to be weird having a GoPro strapped to my head. Thoughts on the Varus Aero Kit? It's absolutely amazing. I love it. Anything that company makes is awesome. I'd like to get a full carbon fiber hood, but I don't know. I don't know yet. It's definitely a maybe for that, but I want to get a carbon fiber the spoiler insert for sure, and then right in front of the rear fender, I want to get those carbon fiber. I'd like to get some more synth carbon parts, the mirror caps, etc. They offer a lot of stuff. Hello from Canada. Love your videos and also your car. Thanks for showing me love all the way from Canada. That's awesome. I do get to look at the analytics for when it comes to like viewers, obviously USA, United Kingdom, Mexico, Canada, Great Britain. So that's really cool that people are watching my stuff way from afar and outside the United States. That's pretty cool. Never thought that that people be watching my stuff outside the country, because I wasn't making videos when I was in overseas at all. Let's see what else. And like I mentioned, thank you all so much for stopping by. It's cool. I definitely like doing this. So I think I'm going to make this happen a lot more often. You say maybe now, but when you mount the carbon hood and accessories, you'll be happy you did. Yeah, I'm definitely would be happy about it. I'm just thinking in my head, where would I store the Type R factory hood? It's just one more thing in the garage that I'd have to freaking find a place for. Oh, well, I have you guys here. My PRL downpipe is for sale. I just don't know how. Like everyone's like, oh, how much you want for it? You know, blah, blah, blah. I don't even remember what I said, but it's just figuring out the shipping to the zip code. I don't know. I don't have a box for it yet, so I really would love to sell it locally, but also would like to sell it to a subscriber. So I got to figure out something to where it won't cost an arm or a leg to ship that sucker. Definitely need to get rid of that. I've got a set of rims I need to get rid of for the truck. My garage is a absolute mess too, by the way. I need to get that sucker cleaned up. Dang, it's hard for me to say bye. We have 11 people watching. What other questions or comments do you have? And then we'll have to cut this loose. Make sure you guys go and bug Cameron. Tell him you guys want to collab. Send him a DM on Instagram. Tell him we're going to do a collab. It'd be definitely cool. What else? Let's see in my chat. So everybody's in agreement that we should do some more live streams and some POV content would be cool. I think that's what we're going to do. All right. All right, I'll take one or two more questions and then we'll get off here. I know the chat's not like popping off or anything, but one or two more, then you're always going to go eat. An hour and 3 minutes. Wow. Long time. Any other questions? I want to just stand here and look at you all. Let's see. Somebody's got to have a question before we sign off, or I'm going to call it a day. Let's see. All right. Well, no other questions that popped up in the chat. I don't know if it's delayed or not. I don't think I added a chat delay. I don't know why I would have. But thank you all so much for stopping into the live stream. Oh, okay, here we go. Here's one last question. Favorite beer? Favorite beer is an open one. I'm not really picky, man. I like any beers. Well, to be honest, my favorite beer is probably a sour made by Ghost Train in Birmingham, Alabama. They're Kaleidoscope made by Ghost Train. That is absolutely my absolute favorite beer of all time. I think it's a wrap for now. Yep. It was great chatting with everybody. Thank you all so much for stopping in to the live stream. Make sure you leave this video a like as always, and you're not subscribed and somehow you came across this video, hit that subscribe button. It was great talking to you all. We will do some more of these live streams in the future. I'm going to try to crank out at least one a month. So thank you all so much for tuning in, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Hopefully, if the weather is great, I'm going to film the exhaust video on exhaust review. So thank you all so much for stopping in, and peace. I hope y'all have a very happy and safe weekend.